Welcome to the Lavatory Podcast. I'm the host, Isaiah, and I'm joined with
Lavelle.
Lavelle. I let people introduce themselves since I fucked up Caleb's, Cuddy 2 Live's introduction. I just did it again. Fuck. He's also here right now running cameras for us, so shout out to Cuddy 2 Live. Yeah, trying to get into that habit. But, yeah, Josh, what are we doing here, man? I mean, Lavelle, fuck.
It's just start over. Shoot. We're here to talk about. We're gonna open up some anime questions.
I forgot Josh was here, guys. I'm also the audio engineer, and Josh likes to talk quiet as fuck. So let's try that again, Joshua. Lavelle.
Let's just start this shit over.
No, this is fire.
How much the time is left?
Still got good time.
We just started.
No, but that had 24.
Oh, it had full battery. Oh, because of memory.
It's still got. You're still good.
We're
Okay.
good.
All right.
Just keep it rolling.
He said what we were here to talk about.
24 minutes.
Yo, what? Okay, let's just get into this shit. What's your favorite anime?
You didn't cut it off, did you?
No.
Okay. My favorite anime?
Mm-hmm.
Like of all time or like recently?
Both.
Okay, well, all time, you got to pick one of the big three, being Dragon Ball Z, One Piece, or Naruto, or Bleach. I guess technically,
Yeah.
some people consider argue what the big three is, and one of those three, or one of those four is in their top three. For me, it's got to be Naruto, only because I was able to convince my wife to watch it, and she actually enjoyed it, and she does not like anime all that much. But by watching Naruto, that's what got her into anime. I finessed her. I told her that there's only two parts. Yeah, it's only like 2 seasons, 2 parts. Naruto and then Shippuden, and so that convinced her. Okay, it's only 2 seasons, blah blah blah. And when she realized it was 900, she was already 100 episodes in. So she was committed at that point.
Yeah, it took me fucking a whole ass summer, 6 to 8 hours a day to get through that shit.
Oh yeah, no, it's a commitment for sure. Just speaking of which, did I tell you about that time that Mr. Beast got paid watching Naruto before he was like Mr. Beast?
What?
Yeah, Mr. Beast. He said that he got paid watching Naruto because he really liked the show, but he couldn't justify how much time it takes to get through all the shit. So
Hey, that's real.
he made up a challenge back in the day where he's like, I'm gonna count to like 1 million or 1 billion or something like that, and he would watch Naruto to distract him while he's counting. So he'd be watching, just be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and he'd get through all the episodes. So he said he finished Naruto, and the time it took to finish that challenge. So he got paid a little bit of money at that time to watch Naruto, and just how he justified it.
What? That's, hey, the power of YouTube, huh? That's what that is.
But yeah, Naruto for me. What about you?
Shoot, Dragon Ball Z was that was king when I was younger. So I would say all time because of nostalgia. And I didn't even really realize it was anime. I just thought it was like a dope ass cartoon that came on.
Mm-hmm.
Toonami.
Just gonna keep you here.
But I would say right now, it has to be Naruto.
Yeah.
I really fuck with the story.
Have you
emotionally.
Have you watched Boruto at all?
Yeah, I gave it a chance. I'm not as interested, but I feel like that's because I'm kind of over the formula. Because it's a shonen. It's like you got a underdog character who rises above, but he's not an underdog in that shit.
Yeah, no. Which makes sense for the character if Naruto's gonna have children. For me, what I don't like is that I don't feel like there's anything at stake for this new generation. All the problems are so melodramatic because they're not at war or anything. And obviously, I haven't seen up to the time skip, but everything, the first 100 episodes, I feel like you could just skip on because it's just them before the academy, in the academy, then their first 2 missions or something like that, and it's just unenjoyable. Naruto's first mission, that nigga almost died. That was coming for them. You know what I mean? Like shit was real from the jump.
Yeah. It was like, yeah, and he don't got his parents. He alone. It's like, nigga, if you die, it's a wrap.
And nobody's gonna miss you.
And his best friend is like that emo dude. And then there's just like, I always say, no, bitch. But Sakura at the beginning, she was annoying, bro.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
see
for
how
sure.
But even the change in energy right now, we just got lit talking about Naruto. But Boruto, we was like, fuck this shit. And that's what it is emotionally. I was just like, bro, I think everybody knows the Sakura in there, like, personally.
Yeah, who's your Sakura?
Shoot. Some cousins.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, my goodness. Yours, no. Not at all.
I'm gonna bleep that part out. I'm keeping the reaction, but I'm bleeping it out.
Oh shit. I don't know if anybody like completely embodies her, but like just some like girl who just does too much and she all in her head and then she means well but she ends up doing dumb shit.
I said because she seemed like the type of woman that not gonna get out.
Yeah.
Probably has already.
She'd be down. she definitely be down for the cause. And then Sasuke, a friend of yours who he's just a genius in whatever he's doing. He just got family issues that's holding him back.
Yeah.
And
Damn.
then
Which character would you say that you relate to the most out of the Naruto franchise?
I know. You know what I'm gonna say. I think that's why most people would say Naruto. And it's not because I feel like I got a demon inside of me or whatever, but I feel like to me that represented like untapped potential that like you access whenever like you really all odds are against you and you put hard work in, and it's like, oh shit, I got more in me than I thought, and this is actually like what helps other niggas. But also, he was just down for his friends. He was willing to die for their ass multiple times. I always respected that because I was like, how this blonde, blue-eyed dude got more like... He's sturdy than a mug when it comes to like his morals. Like he 10 toes about. I was like, doesn't match, but you can't help but respect the dude who wrote like that. That's what I liked about it,
Yeah.
I didn't get it confused me. I remember watching the first episode. It was when they was in the tuning exam and they was getting fucked over by this one squad. My brother was watching it. And I was like, bro, this is like a ninja show. This is dope as fuck. But I was like,
That was your first episode?
yeah, no, my first time seeing it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my first time seeing it. I was in like high school, but I was like, yo, this is low key kind of dope.
Damn, you're way behind.
Yeah.
I remember I watched it as soon as it debuted in America. I was in 5th grade. I was hype on that shit.
Oh, so you
That was
were
back in
like,
2005.
you were like in the line.
Yeah, I watched it on Toonami back in the day. Shouts out Toonami, man.
Yeah.
The real ones now.
Yeah, Toonami.
It was dubbed. That's why it took so long. Because in Japan, they already like
Sasuke.
they were already like through the tuning exams in Japan.
Sasuke.
Yeah, I know. I think in the Japanese version, Naruto's actually dubbed by or is voice acted by a woman.
I feel like at the
Same with
time
Goku.
that I watched it, I couldn't help but like the dub version more because like it wasn't all available in the U.S. Like all the episodes, so I was watching it in Japanese.
Yeah, no, you had to.
Every time he said thank you, conductor by I heard that shit. Like I might not be saying it right, but like
I don't think you're singing it at all.
phonetically, it niggas gonna know what I'm talking about.
Got you. All right, so if anybody wants to give Joshua some Japanese lessons out there, that'd be great.
Yeah, I took Japanese in high school, bro.
It is clearly not showing.
I did.
Oh.
Why,
Should get your money back.
Why? Because I'm saying that's how they arigato gozaimasu. That's thank you. They said that, but
That is not what you said.
look. No, I just threw that out there to show you, like, nigga, I paid attention. Past
okay.
that shit. But the sound that I was making, it's like if you've watched the Naruto show, you'll know like he makes that sound a lot because it's kind of like when he's whining or he's reacting to something. He just has that like I guess you could say like voice tick. So that's what that was.
I got you. Yeah.
I'm 10 toes about this shit, nigga.
Oh.
Press me. Okay, here's some trivia. What village is Pain from, bro?
Why can't I hear you? Oh, through the mic. It's through those headphones. What village is Pain from?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
5, 4, 3.
It's not
2,
the village under the
1.
mist. It's Village under the rain.
Oh, good with the timer now. I'm just playing. No, that's good. That's good. But I don't even know why this matters. It's like, this is make believe, bro.
Yeah, I related more to Shikamaru. I just liked his demeanor.
Because what the chess game, Shogi.
Because Shogi, the way he does his battles, like how he took out that Katsuki member that killed that killed Azuma, that was cold. And then the way he even like
I love that shit, bro.
Yeah, the way he ran the tuning exams too. He's like, I could, but I'm done. I'm tired. I gave up. And he still got made a tuning after that.
As his example, yeah. I was like, I didn't like him, but during that whole arc, I was like, all right, bro.
No, Shikamaru was always my guy from the jump. But you got a favorite black anime character?
Sadly, no. I don't see a lot of those.
You know they say Piccolo counts.
Whoa, they do? You know, but
RDC World, they said any colored anime character counts as black.
Said Piccolo. You know what?
Majin Buu, black.
No.
Black Air Force Energy.
No. But you know what? That's so crazy because when he came back looking Indian, I was not surprised.
Who? Which one? Oh, Piccolo?
No, Majin Buu.
Oh.
Ub is like that. He's not Afro-Latino.
You mean
He's
Oob? You mean Oob?
Oob, okay. Ub.
No, it's
Don't they
Boo.
say
It's
Oob?
Boo backwards, so it's Oob. That's why they named him that.
Is that what they said in the okay. Oob, whatever this dude's name is with the beret and his hair at the top.
Yes.
This dude looked Indian. I know this sounds so bad, but all I'm trying to say is
It's not Popo, is it? You look like a Popo kind of guy.
My favorite character?
Yeah.
Popo, no. He was a real one, though.
He was
always ready, bro. He's like...
In Dragon Ball, he was cold. Yeah, in Dragon Ball, he was cold.
In Dragon Ball Z, bro, he kept that fucking temple in tip-top shape when they flew in, bro. And they landed. He was like, he's like Jeffrey in Fresh Prince.
Oh, right.
He stayed ready, bro.
Oh, yeah.
He stayed ready, bro. I was mentioning the Indian shit to say that when Piccolo got made into a black dude subconsciously by everyone, I don't think anyone was surprised. I think we just accepted that shit. You know what? Piccolo would be the black nigga. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what
All
I'm
the
saying.
Namekians. So, King Piccolo, Dende, Dede.
They got put into servitude, made slaves, all of that shit.
Yeah.
What'd you say?
No, Majin Buu is for sure black.
Did you say that? Oh.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no. I count Majin Buu because that's mine. He's cold.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Majin Buu was I love that arc, bro. That Super Saiyan 3, that was turned, bro. I was so fucking hyped for that shit. Then to see him with no eyebrows. He didn't have no eyebrows in that shit, bro.
Nope. But yeah, speaking of black anime characters, why do you think black people are so temperamental? I just pulled a Charlemagne the God right there.
You did, but it's gonna bring it back to Naruto for me for a bit. Cause I don't know about you, but the first time I saw it when the Raikage debuted, I was like, the first black nigga in this show, they would make him a rapper. Did you know that Did you know that he was a rapper?
He's a poet.
He was not a poet. He literally called himself a rapper.
No, yeah.
And I was like, bro, that's so like. I guess at the time I thought it was racist, but I was like, if you're marketing this to the America, they gonna love that shit.
You thought that was more racist than Popo?
I mean, Popo low key could have been Arabic. He could have been Arabic.
Hey, shout out to the Japanese man.
Yes, Masashi Kishimoto. No, I just fucked Akira Toriyama is Dragon Ball Z. But yeah, bro. Popo. Yeah, the Raikage, bro, being a rapper with cornrows and having drip and all that shit. I was like, yo, he looks dope. I'm glad he fucked Sasuke up. I just don't like that he's a rapper.
Speaking of which, that means you know Frieza was at least German. He was German. He had to be German. Some form of elite Aryan like mentality.
Genocide?
Yeah.
You said genocide, bro. Yo, you know what that makes me laugh? Because he was on some like, and Frieza was a male too. I just couldn't get off. I was like, this nigga sounds like my mom. But he's strong as fuck. Yeah, I was like, it was kind of either or. You just didn't know. I didn't know that. Like, I didn't think he was chill until he had an older brother that was named Cooler.
Yo, that's how I felt though about you remember Haku in the first arc in Naruto? I was like, is this the one with the ice powers?
Oh yeah,
I was like, is this a girl or a boy?
Yeah. They did the
When I was younger, I
switching.
literally couldn't understand. Yeah, I was like, oh
Yeah.
it's a boy.
But that ice shit was dope. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, but yeah, why do you think black people are so temperamental in real life in today's time?
I would say a lack of unity and having a whole lot of shit stolen. And having to work for little to no. Having to work hard and have it stolen. In regards to like the Black Wall Street, all of that shit. I feel like that was something that was worked for since slavery, and a bomb took that shit away. Set a whole lot of niggas back. So, yeah. I would say it seems as though, you know, the blueprint was stolen. And the blueprint is what is making a whole lot of niggas money.
Got
Why
you.
not niggas?
Got you.
So, yeah, I feel like you would be mad, you know? Yeah, that's all I would say.
The reason why I ask is because I was just walking around like in public and stuff, and like I noticed how many white people smile at me when you make eye contact.
Like how?
It's just like,
Oh, yeah.
they do that
I used to get... That's both. Huh? Like Spock?
but it's like I even find myself doing it, but then I notice that like whenever my eye contact with black people, it's always like this mean mugging, like almost like defensive type thing, and it made me think like, fuck, like why can't I be the one that smiles at people, just randomly in public? Like, hey, how's it going, man? Yep, doing good over there. I'm talking about in the context of the gym, but it made me think like, fuck, like where does this come from that I have to like have like this demeanor to me, like puffed up chest, hard shoulder type personality when engaging with public and like in strangers.
I would say society. If you're perceived as soft, you're darker skinned, niggas do not respect you. They just don't. Your life is against you. You need to be hard as fuck. You know what I mean? Because life is, all the odds are stacked. They're stacked. They're not as stacked anymore because of social media, but they're still fucking stacked.
Yeah. Do you think that's trained or taught? Or wait,
both.
you think that's taught or teach? I said, dumbass. I just said, do you think that's trained or taught? Do you think that's?
I think it's taught by parents, and it is something that is inherent in the curriculum. I feel like, yeah.
What I was trying to say was, do you think that comes from nature or just nurture?
Ooh. So reminds me of like, I don't know if you know who Willie Lynch is, but if you've heard of this dude, he wrote a letter basically. I forget where he was from, but I believe he was European. But he basically wrote a letter to a lot of slave owners in Virginia, basically telling them how he achieved slavery on his plantation that would like basically put everything that Rome did and their kind of psychology behind like the way they built their slavery system to shit. And he basically said, you gotta break in the female nigga, you prioritize the infant, and you take the most wild, restless male nigga, you strap him to a horse, you have all the other niggas watch, you take their alpha, you rip him apart, you destroy their image, and then you beat the rest of the male niggas within an inch of their life. And he was like, you put the fear of God in them. That way, the female will raise her infant to be like her in her psychology, to where the female is now the more dominant one. And I was like, wow, shit, that shit, like, it's so thick. Just hearing that just make me mad, because it's like, fuck, bro. That's the reality, especially when a whole lot of male niggas aren't at the house. The female becomes the dominant one, but it's like it's a psychology that was like purposed, strategically like implemented. And that to me is, I would say, like, if you've been strategized against since before you were born and it's inherent in your fucking DNA, of course you have some temperaments in that shit.
And at what point do you think that will, I guess, stop affecting us? Because I mean, it sounds like a lot of like subconscious things that I could even correlate that to like and today with a lot of like different demeanors that we have within the community. But like, at what point do you think that no longer becomes like a factor, or is there a point where that no longer becomes a factor? Back to you, Josh, at KTL 5.
No, because I guess you could say I'm weighing what I was about to say. Oh. But bro, I really feel as though as a black man, or just as someone who is African American, as they say, as we're known, until you have some credibility, you're not really respected. So I feel like that inherently has an effect on your self-worth growing up that I don't know if it is the same with other ethnicities growing up with the same, because there are different things inherently built into all of that shit based off of like history. But I feel like what would stop it is if African American people prioritized helping other African Americans and unifying. Who's gonna stop that shit? We have the hottest music, the fashion, money. We came up with Wall Street because of segregation. We couldn't fuck with nobody else, so we was fucking with ourselves, and that's what grew it. And then they bombed that shit, took that, and that's what became Wall Street in New York. I just feel like it was just kind of like, yo, bro, I feel like a lot of African American people just don't know how powerful they are. And if we all like linked up, ganged up, so to speak, in a real way, we could do whatever the fuck we wanted, to be honest. But I also feel as though a lot of ego would get into that shit. So you have to have, the Lord at the center in order for there to be like proper order and unification. I feel like that would have to be first and foremost. Yeah.
Got you.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
Speaking on that point, because I was at Bible study last week, and it reminded me of this verse because we just finished James. I think it's in James 5, but it talks about how like the masters are to pay their workers, a proper wage for the work and to respect them with honor. But because they've swindled their workers and finessed their way to have finances, it's like none of that goes unnoticed. And it says that the cries of the worker are heard by the Lord. And I feel like, at the end of the day, we all know that we all have to give an account. So it's like, no matter how much of a good person you think you are, like even if your whole motive for your business was just to like make money by scheming and plotting or gentrifying an idea, let's say, we all have to answer for that. But for me, it's always hard to relate because like my mom was able to create an opportunity for me to not have to really deal with all that as much, because with her joining the military, like I was just able to live a good amount of my development years outside of America, like on different military bases and stuff like that. But it's a very different experience, you know. And so like for me, like I never had any of that to really like try to hold me back. I mean, she tried to like, I guess like prepare me for when we like came back and stuff like that. And I got a little bit older into like middle school and stuff like that. And I always had a chip on my shoulder to like prove myself as like the smartest or like equal in some regard. But yeah, I was always more like fat shamed than black shamed. I didn't even actually. Damn. I guess I was black shamed because I never qualified enough to be black, which always pissed me off. From
other people?
Well, from us people.
Why?
They just said
what are some things what happened to you?
You know, you get the typical stuff like he's an Oreo, or like you're pandering to, you know, your white voice is broken, you know, you don't know how to turn it off. Or well, guys, we were having a little bit of technical difficulty with the podcast, and it is a ship podcast, so it's to be expected. But let us know who your top 5 representation of black people are in the comments. White people too. You know, let us know what you guys think of us. Josh, any closing thoughts?
Bill